And I like to go a little crazy with my highlighter in the nighttime. I need the cars to see me when I'm crossing the street, right? How else are they gonna see me? Oh, I'm going by. Hello everyone. This week I'm going to be showing you how to take a look from day to night with just a few simple steps, a few products you can toss in your bag on your way to work, to the gym, to the park, whatever your day's looking like, and you don't have time to stop home and revamp your whole look to go out later. Here are a few products to amp up your look from day tonight. For my day look, I don't wear foundation, so I don't have any foundation on, but I started with a pretty common day look for me, which is brows, concealer, mascara, a little bit of bronzer, blush, and a flush of color on the lips. So that's a basic daytime look for me, maybe a little highlighter. The products you will need, and in my mind, the fewest amount of products you need to amp up a look from day to night are the following. The first is an eyeliner. I don't usually wear eyeliner in my waterline during the day, but it is the quickest way to take any eye look from regular to vampy. The second is some sort of shimmer eyeshadow. If you have a single shimmer eyeshadow that you love, or a small palette, or a quad like I have. This is the Dose of Colors collaboration with Desi and Katie. Their shadow quad called The Girls. It's still up on the Dose of Colors site. This was their final launch, so whenever this is sold out, it's done. And this palette is awesome. It has 4 shimmer metallic shades in it. Another great thing about this palette and about shimmer shadows in general, they often work better when you apply them with your finger, so you don't need to bring a brush. Hello, how amazing. So I will be using one of these shades. I think I'm gonna be using Harpoon, and with my finger and a little bit of water, you'll see what can happen. Next, I highly suggest blush that's a little bit darker than what you'd normally use for your daytime look, and I personally love ones that are in the brown pink family that could hypothetically double as like a little bit of a contour shade, something that's nude enough that it could double, and this is the City Color Cosmetics Be Matte Blush in Sweet Pea. I love this blush so much, and I'm pretty sure it's $4. Next is highlighter. As I said, if you wear highlighter during the day, you might not need to reapply this. I can never have enough highlighter, and I do find at the end of a long day that I often need to reapply. So I will be bringing along my trusty Sleek Makeup Solstice palette, a bunch of different highlighters in there. So you get to choose. You get to choose what color you want, if you want a cream formula, powder formula, and you can use these with their fingers too. And lastly is, of course, a more vibrant lipstick color. I am choosing the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in Masochist. I love this shade so much. It's probably my favorite going out lip color. I love it. All right, without further ado, you guys, let's get started. I'm gonna be starting out today with the Dose of Colors Desi Katie palette. I've used a couple of shades in this palette, but I have not used Harpoon yet, and I'm really freaking excited about it. So I'm just going to dip 1 drop. They say 1 drop on your fingertip is all you need, and then go right into the shade Harpoon. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Thank God I don't have nails. See, this kind of thing doesn't work when you have long nails, but not today. Ay, Dios. Oh my God, Becky. If you are gonna use this 100% with your finger, just remember to get as close to the lash line as you can and to your inner and outer corners so that you really get the whole lid covered. If you wanna switch it up to your pinky finger to get into those little crevices, be my guest. But honestly, that was so freaking easy, and look at that cool, sexy, smoky, sparkly eye I have in 2 seconds. If you mess up at all, use a clean finger to rub out the edges. These blend out really, really seamlessly, and they're meant to be used with your fingers, so there you go. I am gonna use my pinky finger to run it along my lower lash line. Gonna wet it first and go into Harpoon again. Beware of the glitter, guys, especially if you're applying it with your hands. You want to make sure to have a makeup wipe or a sink on hand nearby so you can wipe off your hands between each use so you're not touching the rest of your face with your glittery fingers, because glitter doesn't leave. You'll find glitter weeks later, baby. So you want to make sure it stays on the old eyes. All right, next up, I'm taking my favorite Marc Jacobs Highliner liner pencil, and this is in the shade Rococo. I'm just gonna run this along my lower lash line, in my waterline. And then I'm just gonna tightline my upper waterline. Now when I tightline both of my waterlines, I don't like to take it all the way to the inner corner. I do take it all the way to the outer corner, but I don't want my inner corner all muddy and messy and looking dirty, you know? All right, y'all, these are the vamped up eyes. It's really simple and quick, definitely things you can do with your fingies and a couple small products. Next up is blush / contour. For this, you will need a brush. I personally love the Real Techniques blush brush. It has a really tapered point, which I find is also very good for contour, but more bronzer, but it still has a pretty precise point to it. Going into my City Color Cosmetics Be Matte Blush in Sweet Pea. Starting that at the highest point of my cheekbone, working it downwards in a diagonal. Next, to touch up my highlighter ever so slightly, going into my Sleek Solstice palette. And finally, a bold, bright lip color that's going to last all night long and turn some heads. And this is the finished look. It is definitely quick and easy, but also has a little sexiness and vampiness and smokiness to it, which are all things I want in a nighttime makeup look, but not necessarily a daytime look. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I learned a few things from myself today. Without a doubt, I think this is my favorite lip color on me. I would never think like bright pink is my favorite lip color, but this one in particular, Masochist, just looks so good on these powders. Please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at laurenmarienyc. I'll see you guys next week.